Cure and Red Hot Chili Peppers want money from my channel. I couldn't have that. So that's what I'm trying to do, trying to limit the songs to where I can cut them out and not create undue pain. So hello, Jason. Hello, David. Oh, you love the shirt? Yeah, they're here. Poltergeist, Five Below. Shout out to virtual assistant Julie, who procured said threads for Jeff Heads, and I put it on so I'd have something on other than chest hair. You know how that is, decency laws and what have you. 9 Inch Nails for life. I saw them in concert a few times. Trent Reznor gives everything he has. I'm surprised he's alive still. I thought we wrung that man out. Hello, Stephen Duane, Allison Jr. I'm glad you're here. Got a show. Going to talk about some things. What's up, Eye of Manos? I think we talked about this. Where are your hands? Hands of Manos. That's the last time I'm going to say the Hands of Manos joke to you. That's not a promise. So, Gary, yes, dig this shirt. It's cool. It's a cool shirt. She got it for me because she knows I'm old. I don't know what it is. Sup, Mitch? Saw you gave your little baby some firsts. Her first race. Her first time at Annalisa. I'm sure that's some sort of local eating establishment where she went. That's cute. Those firsts are cute. It was really nice to see. Why don't they get their own money? I know. I can't carry the Cure and Red Hot Chili Peppers around. I can't claim them on my taxes. I'm busy supporting everybody. Robert Smith, go talk to the Spider-Man. He's having you for dinner tonight. We like a lot of the same music. Well, you can't not like 9 Inch Nails. I don't know how I'm even proceeding, though, wherein the Magic Duff Bucket hasn't really established this show. I mean, it's just going to kind of meander up until that Magic Duff Bucket. Oh, what have you got for me, Magic Duff Bucket? Someone doesn't want their fingers in. Oh, very cool. This is, what is this? Fire skull for the numbskull. Look at that. Oh, this is fruity as hell. Yeah, I love me my fruity drinks, man. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is good stuff, man. If we ever go and do a cruise together, I'm gonna have to get all the fruity drinks on board, and I'll see you up by the pool, and there ain't no agenda on the cruise. Have you heard 9 Inch Nails Still album? No. Still, I've heard one thing I do like is Something I Can Never Have Still. It's just Trent Reznor on the piano, and I don't know who else is in the room playing guitar with Trent, but they do Something I Can Never Have Still. And if you don't get goose flesh watching that video, you don't have a soul. You just don't. So, what's going on with Marilyn Manson? A lot of buzz about that buzzard. Really? Huh. Oh, that's from the Still album. I got to get it. No, I haven't heard anything about Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson, as a fun fact, was basically discovered by Trent Reznor. That is my understanding. And I saw Marilyn Manson open for Trent Reznor at the UIC Pavilion back in the day. That's University of Illinois at Chicago. Oh, that's illegally good. Oh, that's so good, Producer Jill. And Magic Duff Bucket for the delivery. It's good. It's some good stuff. He seemed like such a model. He was a model citizen. Marilyn Manson, Brian something or other. I don't know what his real name was. He was a model citizen. Stand up. Their cover of Sweet Dreams is insanely awesome. I always wanted to do a video of Sweet Dreams where it's Freddy Krueger at a dance club. So somebody goes into a dance club and they're with somebody and that music's playing and what you don't realize that person's in a dream. And all of a sudden, as he's noticing, all the people start turning into red and green sweaters on, and then they start having the hats on, and then he's surrounded on a dance floor with a choreographed army of Freddy Kruegers. That was my idea for a video for Sweet Dreams by Marilyn Manson. It's a double disc from the live album. I got to get that. How do I not know about it? Oh, I'm sick. Supposedly, he's accused of many dastardly deeds against a number of women. I did not know that, Flash. Hello, Jedi Shredder, my biggest patron and benefactor. I'm glad to see you here. I didn't know that he did scummy things with women or to women or around women or involving women or anyone. I mean, you do scummy things. I don't care who you do it around. I didn't know that. Really? Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I thought you were just saying he's weird and goofy and, maybe his style isn't your style, but bad is different than weird, says this weirdo. So, I'm kind of bummed that Marilyn Manson, he dated Rose McGowan for a while. But Portrait of an American Family is a pretty damn good album. Oh. I never saw that. I never heard that. I never bought any Marilyn Manson. But 9 Inch Nails? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So did you enjoy the interviews this week? I had a blast interviewing Thomas Oldhill. That's how I'm going to say Oldehildeville. I need Chris Behrens and Thomas to sit there and tell me the name so I can pronounce it correctly every time before I say it. But I had a blast interviewing Tomas. He was fantastic. There's some communiques coming in. Me neither, not my scene, Marilyn Manson. If you haven't yet, I would recommend watching the documentary Hired Guns on Amazon Prime. Some interesting takes about some of the unsung musicians behind some of the biggest names in music. Yeah, there are a lot of people that write these incredible songs that we all like, and they never get credit for it because they're not the performers. The performers are the ones that get all the glory and fame, and then they pay, whatever. Not much. I've written all those songs. I write them all. Great interviews. Haven't had a chance to watch the interviews yet, unfortunately. Yeah, they're awesome. I love doing these interviews. I love I didn't want to spoil myself, so I just watched the one with Chris. Well, you might have still got spoilers because he's a big fan of the book. I don't think there were a lot of spoilers with Tomas. I don't think there were, but there could have been things that flavored how you read it. Not necessarily telling you what happens in the book or how things turn out, but it could flavor how you see the witch, how you think of the witch, because we talk about how she's perceived in the first half of the book compared to maybe the last third of the book. And so I don't think there are spoilers. I try not to, but yeah, I mean, I guess there are no guarantees because we were just talking, just two guys, John. And I would say that if you do read the book, definitely go back and watch the interview. He talks a lot about his next book. Not a whole lot, but he talks a little bit about it, about what inspired the opening scene of the book. And it sounds so good. I actually bought an arc of it, and I'll be getting that in a few days. I got it on the eBay, which should be infuriating. There were a bunch of ARCs for sale, and one sold for $59. One sold for $35, and then the very next one sold for $15. And this person included all kinds of promotional materials that came with the book. And then the very next one sold for like $46. How mad would you be if you were that person who sold that one and it went for $15? Like, that's what happens to me all the time when I sell. I'm so into Boys in the Valley. I'm halfway through. It is so good. Yes, good. I'm glad you like it, Phil. I mean, it's such a good book. It just pulls you along. And if you describe the book to me before I started reading it, I would say there's no way I'll like this as much as you do, you weirdo. Please respect the restraining order. But when I read it, you get it. Like, you just feel connected in a way. He's a great writer. Hans. Is Hans here? Oh, yo, what's up, dog? Yeah. Smug Oreo's here. I want to read the Suntop AE Hex as my first read of the book. Yes, you should. I had to get that one too because of the dust jacket art that was only on the AE, of course, because Chris Barron's knocked it out of the park on that one. And and there are no other limited editions of Hex. It's such an injustice that book took so long to get a limited edition treatment. And I thought it was because the author was this crotchety guy who didn't want his work shared. Like, I don't want to do that. Like some high flute. No, he's like the nicest guy in the world. And I don't see where the roadblocks were for this book. It's a great book. I haven't read Hex, but I have the Kindle version. Love the interview with Tomas. Can't wait for Echo. Yeah. Okay. So Colby, did you feel there were any spoilers in my interview? We were talking about that. I worry about it. Hex is next on my list, so I haven't watched the interview. Yeah. So tell me if you think there are spoilers. I'll try to keep it. Try to keep them out in the future. Although I don't know. Or I'll just flash a warning up there. Some text. Spoiler. Like a countdown or something. Boys in the Valley is my second best novel read of 20. What was your first, Hans? I'm glad Mitch liked it too. So you and Hans and Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. are related from another mother. Same dad, I'm assuming. I think that's what they're implying, producer Jill. They had the same dad, but another mother. The brother from another mother. Really wish they would include the artist edition cover artwork in numbered. Yeah, but that's why you got to get the artist edition. It's a little it's the little perk that comes with the gift, the artist editions. Excuse me for using an antiquated term that no longer represents the lowest tier of Suntop books. Kind of want to send my numbered of Hex off to get a remark. I emailed Chris just yesterday and said, have you considered? Oh, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. is putting pig snouts up. Wonder why. I did email Chris and said, hey, have you considered the remarks as I talked about it? And he hasn't responded. So once I hear from him, if he is doing them, then I'll let you know, and I'll share his email or however he wants to go about it. I'd be a little worried because I'd have to ship from here to the Netherlands, and then back because you'd want it back after it got remarked. So that'd be a little pricey. If I went that route, I would have him do it on acid-free paper, and then I'd glue that bastard in like bastards get glued. Bastards get glued. I could see that for myself as well. So I wanted Hans to know. I know Pig came out years earlier, but I read it this year. Oh, Pig. Okay, so I'm missing stuff. I'm starting Hex tonight. Yes, after the stream is over, I finished Bird Box today and thought it was awesome and so much better than the next. Yes. I would. Okay, don't tell Josh I said this. Don't tell Sandra Bullock I said this. But I don't think Sandra Bullock emoted all that much in Bird Box. For me, it was a drag on the story. Big name actress, but I don't think she should have been Mallory. That's just one guy's opinion, man. Don't spread that around, though. Hello, Joshua. Oh, the best read of 2021 was On This, the Day of the Pig. Yes, that was a fantastic book. I recommend that to everyone. I just got an Arc of Pearl. Yes, I did. What else? I know Pig came out years earlier, but I read it. So you're not that far behind. It was like what, 2017, 18? I don't know. It could have been 2019. That was like a whole pandemic ago. I just like sports. I always drop the ball. Oh. Yeah. So Cat House redacted her message. It's very interesting when people do that. It just gets me curious. I'm like, what are you hiding? Didn't think you give away any spoilers, but did give some color on the witch and some of the surroundings of the story. Yeah, and it does. It does. I think anything. I don't even read introductions to novels because I don't want any of it flavoring. Like, for example, I read the introduction to Brother after I read Brother, and I was glad I did because Anya Allborn makes you think of one of the main characters a certain way, and I think that would have diminished my love of that book. The best thing about this series was Josh's success. She was too old to be Mallory. Yes, she was too old, and it just didn't feel. I don't know. When you have a star like that playing in a role that's on Netflix, even though Netflix is a legitimate, I mean, they do some really great original movies. It feels like this is her trying to pump new blood into her career or something. And it wasn't the place to do it. I wish they would have gotten a less known actress to do it. Someone new on the scene with talent, of course, but hello, how's everyone? We're good. We're all good. I'm speaking for everyone, Cat House. Everyone is good. Okay. What's up? What you sipping on? I missed that at the beginning. Well, it wasn't right at the beginning, but we call this Fire Skull. Fire Skull. What's in it? Rum? Orange juice, pineapple juice, lime juice, a little bit of grenadine for a little bit fire blood. What's up, Mookie? You did that to yourself, Mookie. So that's it. What? Get to the books. Okay, I'll get to the books. Producer Jill's quite the mixologist. Yes. We're going to come out with a recipe book. You laugh, but we talked about that in the production meeting. Recipe book, Mookie. Spoiler, in Brother. Oh, yes, that was a spoiler. Okay, I can't read it out loud. You're getting your huzzahs from Hans. Huzzah. So I let's get to the books. So Suntup, I asked if you enjoyed the interviews. They are awesome. I'm going to do more December. I'm gonna do a couple more interviews. But these are awesome, and I like it because on the homepage, if you go to the Jeff Word homepage, I'm getting all the interviews lined up along the bottom. They're all going to be there. and I love these conversations about the books, the horror, the whole scene, and just love getting those things documented. I love getting these incredible people on the record to talk about these things. And I hope you enjoy it. It's my favorite thing to do. So, no surprise to me that the Hex sellout happened. I mean, it was only 250 books for sure, but that book was insane. It was killer. It was perfect. The whole execution, all the artwork. I did talk to Paul and Tomas about getting the original Dutch ending in there, but wow, I don't think he's going to do it, but he might. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd love to read that ending because I read Hex, and you read the English ending, and it's great, the translated ending, but I'd love to read the batshit crazy ending that was in the original Dutch language edition. On the spot question: Mallerman versus Tremblay. Who's your preference and why Mallerman? I think Mallerman. Both Mallerman and Tremblay are great, but their genius works in different ways, and I just love Mallerman's imagination. It's just vivid and wonderful, and you could just you could tell when you're in a Mallerman book, you're in this expansive universe that doesn't have any end, and you don't even know where you're going to go, and it's incredible, incredible, original, brilliant. Tremblay is also incredible and original and brilliant, but it's a much smaller space. He's intensely focused on his story. He's focused on, and I only read two, Cabin at the End of the World and Head Full of Ghosts, and he's focused on the scenes and the setting, and you feel it. You feel it's in full color, 4K, HD, whatever. You get it, and but you don't feel the bigness, I guess. Even though Cabin at the End of the World was a big book, it was in ideas. It was pretty comparable to what goes on in Ghoul in the Cape, actually. But as far as cosmic sort of stuff, but I'd have to give it to Mallerman. Mallerman is genius. Yes, yeah, it's a big word, and I don't use it lightly. Genius. And he's got his way with words. Like there's a rhythm to Mallerman, the way Mallerman writes, that's very lyrical, very it feels like it's like a song. It's just great. Tremblay can't play an instrument, so Mallerman. That's true. 100% Mallerman. Because he has a broader imagine. Oh my God, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. said the exact same thing. I didn't even see your response. That is, we are just beamed in on the same frequency. Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. said the exact same thing. He has a broader imagination. That's incredible. Yes. So I'm glad you said that. And Joshua says Mallerman. So excited for the numbered. Yeah, that numbered is stupid awesome. When will we see Stephen King being interviewed by the Jeff Word? I started reading him because of this channel. Oh, that's great. I don't think Stephen. You're the first person in the world to discover Stephen King through me. I would say that's, huh? Like I don't feel like I'm introducing Stephen King to the world, but I'm glad I did. That is crazy. That's something I could put on my resume. That's on my LinkedIn account. I introduced Camille to Stephen King. The number covers are beautiful. I'm baffled by the video Paul put up. Huh? Oh yeah, the video of the covers being made with the peacock leaves, feathers. I didn't see it yet. I definitely want to see it. Got my Suntup mailer today. The Butcher Boy looks great. So the mailer is Paul's never done a mailer before, and it's like a catalog. And everybody's been posting pictures of it. I have informed delivery, and I was supposed to get it today. It was the only piece of mail that did not come to the abode, to the Terry Les Maisons Terribles. Terribles. Yes, I wish, and I don't know if that's Butcher Boy. I wish I could see the thumbnail photo so I could see if there is Butcher Boy there. After the interview, I felt like I needed to become fluent in Dutch and read it in the original. Yeah, I know. Thanks for all the additional work I have now. Yeah, I told him I got to read. If that's the only way, if that's what Beef Daddy's got to do, and I guess I got to do that. I made a simple syrup. Oh, wait. I seem to be in the minority as a Tremblay preference. Of course, I've read 4 of his books and only Bird Box from Mallerman thus far. Yeah, I got to read. I'm dying to read Survivor's Song and Growing Things and Disappearance at Devil's Rock. I'm dying to read all those. So I'm not saying anything against Tremblay. He's awesome. Tremblay. He's awesome. I'm just saying that when it comes to those two, sorry, Josh Mallerman gets the door from the Titanic. He gets the door. Tremblay, I hope you can hang on, but Josh gets the door. There's not room for 2. One of you guys, and it's got to be you, Paul. Sorry. I wouldn't even flip a coin. But I would feel bad. I would cry. I would be like, oh, he was awesome. Maybe you could float on Bentley Little's corpse for a while if the Sharks didn't get it. So Max is talking about a simple syrup with good bourbon, some cider, and a splash of fresh squeezed lemon juice. I don't know what it's called, but it's damn good. Oh, okay. All right. Uh-oh. What? Getting some sort of communique here. Okay. Plus, Mallerman will write 100 books in 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, he's crazy. He's possessed. Speaking of Mallerman, when we get in that Ghoul interview, review. Yeah, very soon. I only have. Oh my gosh! I almost broke. I almost broke my prototype Logan's shot glass. One of 12 in the world, and I almost broke it live on the video. Yeah, look at this, guys. Look at that. I'm right. Can you see? I'm right there. I'm right there. I'm almost done. So that will be tomorrow. Tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll record the review. I have many things to say. Many feels. The artist video of the planet cloth and feathers was under extreme light. Wow. Yeah, I got to see that. What's up, Burger Hicks? Thank you for that Chuck arm. Yeah, I just outed you. Are they sending mailers to all number holders? I was surprised, but yes, I think he's sending the mailers to everybody on his list. You know, all these businesses maintain a list. They have to have addresses and emails and stuff, and so he's just blanketing it out. It's a fun thing to do, and it's going to be collectible. And I didn't get mine. Yeah. I no longer hold a number. Not since Blackwater, and I got a mailer. Oh, okay. So that's cool. Yeah, I'd figure, if he has your address, you're a customer. And why not hit up your customers for these beautiful, dank books? Are you still in Facebook jail? Yes, I tried today to run a live. This is ridiculous. What is it going to be a month? I can't do that. I have to get back on there by December. So I don't know what I got to do. Every time I try to do a live as a test run, I get the same notice, and it's like, you can't do a live right now. And every time they give me the option to say, okay, like a little roll over and just take what the man gives you, or Or no, I dispute this, man. I hit the disagree with decision. This is a screen grab of that. Oh, you're really not seeing it. So I hit that every time. And what the hell? So we got to get that figured out. I just sent you a photo in Messenger. Oh, okay. So that was Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. sent a photo. Oh, of Butcher Boy. Yeah, it's just the December release. There it is. It's just the December release. We don't know that it's Butcher Boy. It's hard to tell out what that is, but man, Butcher Boy is just a brilliant book. Butcher Boy. Did I ever tell you I got a signed first edition of Butcher Boy off of eBay for $8 for Melania? So I got the paperwork in to change my name to Melania so that I could just tell myself he signed the book for me with best wishes. Best wishes. Not like good wishes or some wishes. Best. He gave me best wishes. Not those discount wishes. Not like some 3-year-old blowing out the candles, doesn't know what the jackass anything about the world wishes. Ooh, I just want a cardboard box. Ooh. No, these are best wishes from a published author. Best. My baby crumbled my mailer. Oh, so the limitation went down. The limitation went. Everybody, if Paul Suntop sent out 1,000 mailers, now they're 999, and Joshua don't have one. But if I don't get mine, then it's 998. So that's not good. That's not good. Maybe create another Facebook account just for the videos, but then Chris won't let me in the group. If it's Butcher Boy, what are the chances producer Jill will allow the purchase of Electrode? Oh, head in hand, palm, face palm. She's squeezing that spot between the eyes, you know, where you wish you could squeeze out the thought, like she's trying to pull that thought out of her brain. Like, ah. So, guys, I don't think the chances are good that I'll get a lettered Butcher Boy if there is one. Oh, if I get 10 grand, 10,000 subscribers? Is that what you're saying? Okay, guys, she just told me if we get to 10,000 subscribers by next month and it's Butcher Boy, I can buy a letter. So that's on you to make it's like Make-A-Wish Foundation for a non-terminally ill old man. I was quite jealous of that $8 first edition. Yeah, it's crazy. $8 first edition. Signed first edition. I mean, it's not perfect shape. There's a little stain up top. I don't know if you can see it. And the weird thing is the front board is a lot further extended than the back board. But what are you going to do for $8 and a signature from Patrick McCabe? I like those odds. Those odds are not good. Hi, everyone. Just got my notice. My Wolfen is shipped. That's nice. I'm getting mine too. I did not even open my mailer. It's in the Suntop promo stack untouched. That's exactly what I will do, Hans. Exactly. If you get 10,000 subscribers, you're giving away a lettered Butcher Boy. No. Well, okay. If I get 10,000 subscribers, oh man, I dug deep, that didn't I? If I get 10,000 subscribers, I'll be allowed to buy a lettered Butcher Boy. But I would talk to Paul. If I get to 10,000 subscribers by December and it's Butcher Boy, these are a lot of ifs. If 10,000, if Butcher Boy, I would reach out to Paul and try to get 2 lettered editions, one for me to keep and one to give away. I just committed to that, Jill. I did. It's on internet now. So I got to buy 2 lettered editions. If I get to 10,000 subscribers, Jill. Allowed to buy and give away. I got 120,000 people buried. That's a lot of subscribers. Flash, that is a great idea. The Chicago way. We'll give each of the people in Maple Grove a YouTube account. Oh, you shouldn't admit to crimes on. I'll probably get in YouTube jail now too. Facebook's going to call up YouTube and say, this guy's trying to get zombie accounts. Yeah, no. Oh, I have wait. Really thrilled for Wolfen. Hope Suntup does the hunger. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. What if I got 10,000 of my customers? Okay, yes. So it's $80 less than I paid from wait, what? And my Remark 1984 is on the way. Hopefully here Friday. It's a good week for Suntup. Oh, that's nice. I don't know what you're talking about, Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. $80 less than I paid. Wait, you bought one? You bought a Butcher Boy for $88? That much? That's something else. They all voted, so why not subscribers? You're exactly right. Producer Jill for letting Jeff give away a lettered Butcher Boy. 10,000 subscribers has to happen before it's even announced. Let's just say that. Let's get that on there. 10,000 subscribers has to be reached before I'd even buy it. There's who's saying Butcher Boy is December? Not me. I'm not saying it. I know we already talked about Hex, but we could talk about the numbered editions sold out. I was on Suntup's website when it went live on Saturday morning and happened to catch. Did you get one, Tyler? No. Oh, 6 copies available. Yeah, they went in a minute. They went out in one under. Well, it was 9:01. It could have been 9:01 and 59 seconds. When they completely sold out, but it was still 9:01 when I hit refresh and it was still and it was sold out. It was crazy. So in a minute, it heck sold out. It was like the good old days, you know. Of course, it was a limitation of 250. The collector had 82 available for the public sale, and there are still 40. Some, I believe. But the collector sold better than Hex because there would have been, if the collector was a print run of 250, there wouldn't have been any for the pre-sale. If you look at just strict number comparisons. I think numbereds are selling out again in the hopes January will be Hannibal. Yeah, but Hex, I don't know. Because you could have passed on Hex, and depending on what the December book is, there are 350 of those, so you probably have a good chance of getting December's book. We'll see how that sells, and then you're not going to know those teasers for the first quarter of 2022 until after the December book sold. So you wouldn't necessarily need Hex to get to that way. Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr., that's crazy that Butcher Boy, signed Butcher Boy, costs you $88. I thought I saw one for $50 recently. I thought the general consensus on Hannibal was that it was not a great book. Is there really a significant hype for Suntup to do that one? Hannibal Rising people had bad feelings about Hannibal Rising, but Hannibal is a respected third installment of the trilogy. It's not as great, I heard, as the first two, Red Dragon I thought was the best, and Silence of the Lambs was just wasn't as good, but it was still a great book. I've not read Hannibal yet. Yeah, Hans, it's a doggy you hear. She's a whiny doggy some days. She's my baby. She's my little baby. She's a whiny little baby sometimes, but she's a baby. Willow. People want the entire series, in even, yeah. I wasn't in the market for the number, and I'm happy with the AE. Well, it's great. I mean, it's nobody's consolation prize. Those AEs are awesome. Yes. Hopped on at the collector and got lucky with a low number. I'm hoping Dark Matter comes back around soon. Yeah, that would be great if Dark Matter is in the offing. Dark Matter is a brilliant book. All those parallel universes. I constructed the box in my backyard so I can go to a parallel universe where I didn't waste my life with an English degree and could afford lettered editions of Butcher Boy. Other than Hannibal, any guesses for what's coming in the new? No, I have no idea. None idea. I have none idea. I really want to try and hop on the number train for December if it's Butcher Boy. But I also dropped hella cash on my new furnace and AC. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, priorities, man. You know, nobody should be hurting themselves over these books. So if it is Butcher Boy, if it's Butcher Boy, the buzz is still saying it's going to be Hannibal in January, and people are only saying that. There are no clues out there. They're only saying that because Red Dragon was 2 years ago. Silence of the Lambs was last year. That's how he's kicked off the years, and people are assuming that he's going to do Hannibal as well. So nobody knows. But before any guesses come down, as before any clues come out, if it is Butcher Boy, you should have. It shouldn't be that hard to pick up a copy. But it's such an insanely awesome book. So I don't know. Maybe I've kicked up so much buzz about it my own self that it's going to be in great demand. I hope so. It's just a phenomenal book. So I'm going to reread it after I read Ghoul in the Cape. It's my next read. Do you think Suntup has a rep as a horror genre publisher? Not exclusively, mind you, but I think generally he's considered that. I don't think Paul wants to be limited to anything. You know, he did Bridges of Madison County. He did classic sci-fi with Wells. He did a poetry book. He did a children's book, Charlie and Chocolate Factory. So he's kind of explored, and the fans have followed him where he's gone. So I don't think he's going to limit himself. Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs tell the same story. FBI agent interviews Lecter and catch a killer at large, but Hannibal went a different. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Wait. So what was said about Blake Crouch? Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Oh, really want to try. Okay. I thought the box in your backyard was a transmogrifier. No, it was not. It's a room. You take this drug, these ampules, and you trip balls, and you go in this room, and you find a door, and you walk through it, and you show up in Chicago that's devastated by nuclear bombs, and then you come back and you appreciate what you have. That's Jill sends me out there to think about what I've done. She gives me an ampule. Seriously, read Dark Matter, Jedi Shredder. I'd love to see a Suntub do a Dennis Lehane. He's a favorite of mine. Shutter Island was in Mystic River. Oh, I saw Mystic River, and I wanted to see Shutter Island. I didn't know he wrote those. Interesting. We know you know, Jeff. If you tell us, you promise not to tell Paul. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Do I know producer Jill? I don't know. Felipe removed his comment. It was redacted. I like that. I have it on good authority that January's book is 50 Shades of Grey. Ooh! That would be the first Suntup I would skip. I would buy a Bentley Little Suntup before 50 Shades of Grey Suntup. Next year, I foresee, Stephen Duane, Hannibal, another Allborn. Hopefully, we have always lived in the castle and Dark Matter. I think you're right on a few. I mean, we know there's going to be another Anya Allborn. I don't know if Paul would do We Always Lived in the Castle. A little more. I'd love to see that too. My personal wish list is Gene Wolfe and Guy Gabriel Kay, since I'm pretty sure he won't do the 10-volume Malayan series, huh? 10 volumes. Oh my God. I'd love if Paul did the 7 or 8 volumes or 9 volumes of The Dark Tower. There are 9. Little Sisters of Illyria and Wind Through the Keyhole, and then the 7 books. What Expat Dreamers say? What were your top pick for future Suntup editions, like your dream books for Paul to tackle? Well, The Road was one. I'd still love him to do Butcher Boy. I'd love Suntup to do the Dark Tower series. I'd trip balls if he did that. What else? I want Fight Club because I've never read it, and I love Chuck Palahniuk. I would like American Psycho because I've not read it. So that's a weird one to ask for, I know. But American Psycho, Fight Club, Dark Tower series, Butcher Boy, I got The Road, I got Blood Meridian. And the thing is, I trust what Paul picks, so I can't even tell him what to do because he's already knowing the books I don't even know about. I'd like him to do an original Josh Mallerman. That'd be cool. I hope he does an original Clive Barker. Clive Barker's doing Deep Hill, a new novel. If Suntup does the limited edition of that book, I will throw this glass against the wall and call myself Sally. I don't know what that would accomplish. I'd have a mess to clean up and explain why I'm identifying as Sally all of a sudden. And it has nothing to do with Clive Barker. That's for sure. Novelization of Halloween by Etchison. Oh, signed by John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis. That's bonkers. That's bonkers. That I like that thinking. Smug Oreos give me the eye. 50 Shades pop-up book. That's nasty. Personally, I think Paul and I have similar tastes. Yes, this year alone, he knocked out 3 of my 10 requests. The only remaining ones are The Ceremonies, Crawl Space, The Iron Heel, The Memory Police. Oh. I don't think King will let anyone but Grant touch the Dark Tower Limited. No, I agree. I agree, Hans. The Ceremonies would be great. Man, I would kill for Slaughterhouse 5. I just bought that book in a recent book haul. Gonna read it. And I think that's in Paul's wheelhouse. I think that's something he would want to take on. So I don't know. Culture series would be my pick. That's Ian Banks, right? I think no? Is it Ian Banks? Don't know. I'd go broke buying them. Yeah, that's the thing. Another vote for Slaughterhouse 5. Rumor says Folio Society may be doing Dark Tower. Yes, I forgot that. Though they would not be limited per se. Yes, I forgot about that. That will be my next Folio Society unboxing, if that's the case. Because I've been very unimpressed with the things from Folio Society lately. They're new. I do want Master and Margarita, producer Jill, and Christmas is coming. So I'm just dropping that. Or a lettered edition of Butcher Boy. What you rather buy me? I know Paul doesn't want to do it because there's so many editions already, most of which already own. But you could you imagine a limited Suntup Lord of the Rings? I'm kind of Lord of the Rings. Boom. I love Folio Society edition of. I love my Folio Society edition of Dark Ceremonies and Dark Gods on order. Those books are the best. I gotta maybe check that out then. Dark Ceremonies, producer Jill. We gotta get it from Folio Society. Oh wait, is it? Oh no. Sorry, it's PS Publishing. They're both English. Culture is written by Ian M. Banks. Yeah, that's what I thought. I got Jurassic Park and liked it. Okay, cool. It looked nice. Hans. Yeah, I've always had problems with the PS newsletters, so this missed out on the limited. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I was going to talk about PS. Their Cujo's coming soon. He's bringing his rabies with him, so that's going to happen. I'm going to get that and unbox it for y'all. But if Folio did DT, I'd buy them all. Let's be yeah, you'd have to. Jill, I have to buy them all. Dark Tower from Folio Society. They're probably going to do it like Game of Thrones. Yeah. I can't get a different. Okay, you know what my different hobby is? Muscle cars. Okay. Now I got muscle cars in the garage. I'm working to bring back this 1958 Plymouth Fury. It's not muscle car, but you know what I mean. There are other expensive. Oh, how about cocaine? It's my new hobby. Game of Thrones folio books look awesome, but I've never actually held a folio book. Feel like the videos I've seen don't make them look. They're good. They're good. All my dream books are fantasy series, and I just don't see them throwing out 3 or 4 books to complete it. Yes, it's a lot. No, the Folio Society does good books. They're good. They're not like insanely awesome, but they do have a love of the book and they do it justice. Hans requires a Sun Tup limited edition of The Troop by Nick Cutter, and it must come with a Sun Tup sew on patch. Must. Do you got pick up that red phone? I got a red phone. Direct line to Paul. Producer Jill picks it up. Breaking news: Hans requires it. The gentleman requires your attention in this matter. I always have issues ordering from PS. Yeah. Trade paperback of Dark Gods. The folio Game of Thrones are pretty special. Some of my faves. Yeah, they're beautiful. They are beautiful. Go rev yourself. Rev myself? What did I do? I revved myself? Jedi Shredder said that. Jedi Shredder said rev yourself. Oh, okay, because of the muscle car thing. Yeah. Yeah, we'd have to do that. Because Jeff, well, yeah, it'd be go Jeff your garage. Buy watches. That's an expensive watches. You don't watch a watch. You just glance at it. They should call them glances. My whiny dog's whining. You hear that? So folios do range quite a bit depending on which tier of the book. Yeah. Darren, those are the best looking ones I've seen. Yeah. Muscle cars. Muscle cars? I know. I'm just because he put the question mark there and I didn't feel like I did the question. I didn't emote it. I didn't deliver the question. Muscle cars? Yeah, muscle cars. I don't know about you, but I watched the best Christmas movie today anyways. Potato weighed in. I'd imagine it's Potato TT, but I did see the best Christmas movie today with the great grandma stole the show every time she showed up. It's Rhapsody Street Kids Believe in Santa. That's the name of the movie. You can see it on YouTube. Rhapsody, and it's not spelled like Rhapsody in Blue. Street Kids Believe in Santa. I'm not even going to try to spell Rhapsody for you. That's how bonkers this movie is. So it's so bad, they don't even get, You got to see it. See it on YouTube, but, finish this first. Last Exit to Brooklyn, or Requiem for a Dream by Hugh Selby Jr. would be interesting Suntop books. I didn't know. I love Requiem for a Dream is one of my favorite movies. That movie, brilliant movie. I'm going to split. All right. Wishing everyone happy Thanksgiving. Eat, drink, and stay frosty. Love it. Love it when you work in the marketing taglines, Flash. Work them into that. Stay frosty. We're going to have a Christmas shirt coming out, right? Yeah. Peace out. Okay, so I talked about Suntop. Talked about PS Publishing. SST, I mentioned last week. Their new book. I don't know if it's available to everybody yet. Newsletter subscribers had a crack at the new book, and you're going to want it. A really popular artist is doing the art for it. It's a very popular author. I bought it with a quickness. And Centipede, I thought it was funny in the newsletter today with Centipede. Centipede is talking about doing The Dragon Waiting by John Ford. And the funny thing in that was Jared's like, I want to do this book. Everybody loves this book. They keep asking me to do it, but I don't understand it. He's like, can someone help explain this book to me? I don't get it. And I thought that was so cool and honest and endearing of Jared to be that sort of forthcoming. Like, I respect the book for what the fans are saying, but, I don't get it. That's sort of like me with Bentley a little, but I would never publish his books. So what else? You should try nice. What? A nice what? Balvenie? Did you read this, producer Jill? You should try a nice Balvenie in your bucket one time, Jeff. A hell of a wee dram. I think you would enjoy it. Oh, Darren's talking like a Scotsman. Are you a Scotsman, Darren? A wee dram or Irish? Irish or Scot? A wee dram. Mitch is leaving too? You're saying night to Mitch, but Mitch ain't leaving. Mitch, I'm sorry if you thought producer Jill was kicking you out. I bet she was like, he like said something. All of a sudden, producer Jill's like, night, Mitch. Night. Good night, Mitch. You're still here? Night. I got a funny story. We were in Ireland once. I told that story? I don't know. Let's tell it again. I don't know if these 13 sets of eyeballs are the same 13 that heard the story. We were in Ireland once, and we were walking around, and we were going to Cliffs of Moher, and there was a ashtray above a wastebasket. You know those things. They're garbage cans, and on the top is all the sand so you could put out your cigarette. And there was a little sign that said, cigarette ends here, please. And we don't smoke, but we both felt chastised. And Jill was like, wow, like they want you to quit smoking pretty bad here. Cigarette ends here, please. Like, no, you don't smoke another one, young man or young lady. But that's what they don't call them butts. Only Americans put butts in their mouths. In the UK, they put cigarette ends in their mouths and they smoke them. And then when they go to put them out, they're very polite. Cigarette ends here, please. Thank you. It's where I put my cigarette end, not the butt. So I think, nah, bro, I ain't leaving. Yeah, you tell her. You tell her, Mitch. You could stay as long as you want. This is my man cave. Did anyone else order The Gypsy Spiders and Other Tales of Italian Horror from Tartarus? No. I cannot discover a new publisher, which is funny because I got some exciting news. I'm not telling you who, but I'm going to have another giveaway on this channel with a brand new publisher, one I've never even unboxed on this channel. Brand new giveaway from a publisher I've never talked about. Dude reached out to me. I reached back. And now we're going to do a giveaway. on this channel. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to give a book to some random subscriber. Yes, I am. Jared's newsletter was hilarious. Yeah, that was nice. Oh, Belvany is a scotch. Okay. We got to get some scotch then. You want to see Beef Daddy make funny faces? What would you say? I'm English, but okay, Scottish single malt. A wee dram. Producer Jill's throwing back those drinks. No, she's not drinking. She ain't having any. She made me, which hello. We're pretty low, you know? I know nothing about it, but felt compelled to buy it immediately. Here we go again with the Ireland stories. Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw a lady urinate in the laundromat door. It's my Ireland story. Urinated right at 3:00 in the afternoon, broad daylight, Sunday.
You say it every single time.
We have a photo of it.
You say it every
I never said we had a photo of it. We have a photo proof. Jill was freaking out because there were two girls walking towards us with Gap sweatshirts on. She's like, "How weird is that? We're overseas and they're wearing Gap sweatshirt." Like, we just thought it was just a stupid American thing, and then we were kind of like, "Oh, this is cute." So she's taking a picture of me walking the two girls, and my head is looking the other way. Now I'm looking directly at the woman urinating in the laundromat doorway, and she's in the photo. Skirt up over her back. Yes. God, I hope it's Gauntlet. Gauntlet? What's that? Another giveaway? Oh, yeah, he hopes it's Gauntlet Press. I know I've talked about them, but I've talked about Borderlands, and I've talked about Dark Regions. I've talked about all these publishers. Brand new giveaway. Shh. Details will be revealed soon, I think. I got a few more things to talk about, and one of them is the Cemetery Dance rant. So let's see. I talked about Suntub, PS, SST, Centipede Press. Amarithing, no, I've talked about them. So Death's Head, I got that Lansdale book from Death's Head Press. I'm not going to go through these. I'm going to go through these. Not going to say who it is. You'll be delighted. I don't think I've ever heard him mention Easton Press. Yeah, I never did. So we're going to time out on that. We're going to pump the brakes. We're going to talk a little bit about Earthling. Earthling, Ghoul in the Cape. Now, Ghoul in the Cape, man. Ghoul in the Cape is an insanely awesome book. Epic trip. A love letter to America. A plea to Americans. Rambling. At one point, it feels like a Clive Barker book. I'm not even kidding. Just an amazing, awesome book. And it's still available. And if you missed it, what's crazy is Earthling hosted a conversation between Christopher Golden and Josh Mellerman, and everybody who watched it, there were 43 of us, are getting some crazy limited doodle thing. But it was awesome to hear him talk about it. I don't know if anybody could see that. I still have access to it. I can watch it. So I don't know if you can appeal to Paul Miller to see that interview. It was great. It was so good. And I think they do a great job of talking about the book without any spoilers. And I'm going to do the review, of course, but I do encourage anybody to get out. And Green Hand Bookshop, I believe in Maine, is selling. They're selling Ghoul in the Cape, and everybody who buys Ghoul in the Cape from them is automatically entered into a drawing to get a signed ARC. So you have a chance of getting a signed ARC along with the hardcover. I'm tempted to even do it myself. I'm even tempted to do it myself because, yeah. So I'd recommend the 21-year Portwood. I don't know. Okay, so we begged Josh to publish Carpenter's Farm, and Paul Miller said yes. Oh my God, we need an Earthling. Yes. I actually emailed Paul Miller after that conversation, and I said, well, apparently you got to do Carpenter's Farm now. And he told me that he'd already been talking to Josh about it, and they had some really awesome plans on what to do with the book, the package of the book, and with the proceeds from the book, and just tossing ideas around. So it was great. I think we may see a Carpenter's Farm from Earthling, and that would be, even though Josh wrote it as a free, let's get through this lockdown together book, it still would be awesome to get it in a hardcover. It was an awesome time. That was a lot of fun. Wait, tell me about the doodle. I was there for the beginning, but had a beer event and had to, bounce early, so I missed that. Well, there were 43 people there. Mitch, maybe reach out and say you were there. Email Paul Miller. It was like the sheet, the signature sheet that Josh Malerman doodled all over, and Paul Miller is going to send out prints of that. So it's just a cool little keepsake. It's not anything insane. It's not like it's a chapbook or anything, but it's a really cool, very limited little. It's like the broadside that Paul did, only probably not printed letterpress. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm starting to bash gifts. Paul Miller's gift is incredibly great. And I would email him and say, I was there. I was signed into the event, but Jeff told me I could leave and he'd hold my spot, but then he didn't. And he took my wallet. So get on that, man. Get on that. The only Easton Press book I really want is the first edition of Beowulf, but they don't ship it to the UK. What's about that, Jeff? Wait, Easton Press? Isn't Easton Press? I thought they were in the UK. I've never bought from them. The only thing I'd want from them is Dead Zone. Oh, maybe Fight Club. Maybe. But I don't do Easton Press. The Seamus Haney's Beowulf edition from Folio Society would be. I have that. I don't know why I bought that. I was in the whole Irish thing for a while. I know Seamus Haney is in Irish. Oh my God. I wrestled under the name Heinous Seamus. Heinous Seamus. I boxed under the name Delicious Aloysius. See? Look at those moves. You know what? I moved. I threw 50 punches, and it was such a blur you only saw one. Roller Pig. I don't know what that is, Roller Pig. You are asked to email Paul Miller and get him your address. Yes. So email him, Darren, the Seamus Haney. Oh, yeah. Email Paul Miller. Tell him I was there. I saw it. I had to leave. You could even say Josh Malerman was drinking a Cosmopolitan. Allison came out and gave it to him, and he was drinking a Cosmo, and I don't know. Your peanut gallery is ready to correct you all the time. Yes, they are. Fact checker. Okay, I'm definitely going to email Paul. Yeah, please do. Please do. Darren Jr. says, I went to the library today and said to the clerk, I'm looking for a book called How to Deal with Rejection Without Killing Anyone. Do you have it? Oh, that's a good joke. I like that joke because they probably don't have that book and then you're rejected. Do you see how it plays out? That's a brilliant 80-20 joke. 80% of the joke is assembled, and then you have to assemble the last 20% and visualize what happens when she doesn't have that book. And why did I assume the librarian was a lady? Sexism. Alive and well, even here on this channel. Okay, so Cemetery Dance rant. Okay, yes, we all have a Cemetery Dance rant. So I just think the Cemetery Dance business plan is just to constantly sell Gwendy. Just gonna, Any version of Gwendy's Button Box, Magic Feather. They're going into a 4th printing of Gwendy's Button Box. And I still don't have my limited edition of Magic Feather. And they're pushing Final Task when I don't even have my limited edition of Magic Feather. Why is that? And it just seems like that's what they're going to do from here on out. Also, you thought the drama with pushing Chasing the Boogeyman was over? No. He wants a Goodreads award now. So he's telling people, hey, can you recommend my book for Goodreads award for like the best read of 2021? And I'm like, you have so many books sitting there waiting to be coming out for the people, and you're selling this other stuff. And Chasing the Boogeyman isn't even a Cemetery Dance book. It's not even a Cemetery Dance book. So I was fine. I was like, it's like this poison sack, right? Where I'm just filled with poison, and I'm like, okay, but I'm just keeping it to myself. I'm not. And then I get an email. They sent an email because Scribner and Cemetery Dance are both doing the ebook for Gwendy's Final Task. Simon and Schuster or Scribner or whatever are doing they're releasing months. So the book comes out in February for the ebook, and Cemetery Dance is selling the ebook from February until April, I guess. And they have rights to it for that window, and it's cheap. But people are pre-ordering the ebook from Scribner or Simon and Schuster, and they're paying more and they're getting it later. So CD put out an email, very rightly so, that said, hey, we're selling it cheaper and sooner. You're going to get the same book sooner and for less money than you would. So don't buy it from them. And they had a line in the email that said, why would you pay more for a book and read it long after everybody else has? And I just like thought that the tone deafness was level, like that's next level. I mean, you got to kind of applaud that tone deafness, because are you telling me why wait? Why pay more and wait to read the book? Well, I wish they would apply that to Best of CD2, Shiver 6, Flight or Fright, Gwendy's Magic Feather, Turn Down the Lights. All these books had cheaper editions come out sooner than the ones I bought, and I'm still waiting. And people have read these books literally some years ago. Flight or Fright came out ages ago. I actually canceled that one. But Gwendy's Magic Feather, I had that book in my hand at a Barnes and Noble. I'm like, no, I got the limited. I'm just going to read that one. And I put it back. I'm still waiting to read it. And I'm never going to order Final Task. In fact, I'm going to sell Button Box on eBay. I'm going to sell both my editions of Button Box. And probably Magic Feather. I probably won't even read it. I'm so annoyed. What did Philippe say? What did Philippe say? Oh, I don't know. Do you know anyone who has actually won CD drawing? Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, they were giving away all kinds of stuff. What's this? Oh. A drink infusion is happening, guys. It's because the limited edition of Magic Feather is limited to 0 copies. That's funny. That's Tyler, you win. You win. The stand. Yes. Russell Coombs won once. Oh, huh. Nice. Funny to me about Chasing the Boogeyman, all those giveaways and awesome stuff. Signed King books if you purchase a copy, and avoided all of it. That's how much I did not want that book. And I still got it in my Nightworms package. Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, I avoided it on principle too. And I watched the Goodreads reviews just start ticking down. Like all these people, I will say Richard Chismar did a fantastic job of pushing that book. It seemed like everybody got it. And all the initial reviews were raving about the book. But now that the book's been out a while and more people are reading it and they realize they've been sucked in by the hype, that number is going down and down and down, the ratings. Because they're like, there's no book here. But anyway, so I did this rant on the Dark Tower forum, and Brian James Freeman, to his credit, stepped up and admitted, there's a lot more that Richard could do. Like, for example, talk to the customers and explain what's going on and talk about the behind the scenes stuff. And I'm like, Brian, you're a class act. You're a great guy. If Cemetery Dance ever loses Brian James Freeman, it will be a bad day for customers waiting, because he's the glue. He is the champion, keeping it all together. I don't think Richard Chismar cares about it. Maybe he does. And I just would like him to say something. Step up to the microphone. Tell Jeff Terry he's an idiot and doesn't know what he's talking about. Explain why Jeff's waiting for his books. I don't know. It does look like things are bubbling, but this is so damaging, because even after all these books come out, people are going to be hesitant to pre-order. Surely Boogeyman won't win the Goodreads award, though. It's in the horror category against Later. Oh, My Heart is a Chainsaw, Last House on Needless Street, Final Girl support group. No chance. I want to read that Last House on Needless Street. That looked good. Yeah, no, it won't win, because it won't. There. That's a strong category. There are a lot of great stuff there, but wow, that's. But I can't believe he would want people to push it like that. Like, it's just so self-serving. I've said nothing unreasonable at all. No, I haven't. It's not. I mean, I don't imagine what I'm saying is unreasonable. But it also feels like a waste of time. Like, everybody said this. Everybody wants Cemetery Dance to do better. And it's a dead horse. The horse is dead. The horse ain't even glue. Can't even get glue out of it. You are my people. I've heard Needless Street is awesome. Really? Okay. Producer Jill, we got to get the Last House in Needless Street. She said okay, but she never does. She's like, really? Really? You just unboxed like 20 books today. Really? Jerk. Maybe Suntup will do a house on Needless Street. He's a good eye for contemporary horror fiction. Yeah. I trust what Paul and Jared pick. Totally. Like no other publishers. I will follow them and their selections. You guys still curious about who the publisher is that I'm doing the giveaway for? Oh, you guys are going to freak. You guys are going to freak. When was the last time someone received a Dark Regions book? Dark Regions has gone from like a publisher to a bookseller. Like they're keeping alive. They're selling all these other publisher books. And I think that's how they keep that money flow, the cash flow coming through. I'm waiting. Mallory and Offspring, I'm hoping are very close, but Mallory and Offspring. Offspring. Those are two I'm waiting for. I'm rooting for them. They do good stuff. Wide Dark Carnivorous Sky by John Langan, I think, is the last thing I saw from them. In the Richard Lehman book, I think those two are the last ones I saw. Dark Regions emails me nearly as much as CD. Yes, but the difference is they're not pushing Chris Morey projects. Chris Morey's the publisher at Dark Regions. And they're not distracted by little pet projects. But they do got to get the books out. I ordered my SST Horror Store from them ages ago. I don't know if I'll ever get it. Oh, from Dark Regions. Yeah. Oh, that's. You'll get it. You'll get it, Mitch. I don't know why you haven't gotten it, though. Another small press deserves more attention is Undertow. Their limited of the Fisherman is so good. I've been looking for it. I can't find it. You know, I might get the Fisherman signed paperback from Green Hand Books, the same place that did that Mallerman Live interview. I might get it from there. They have a signed one. I've been looking at all the half price bookstores, all the thrift shops for the Fisherman because I want to read Langan, but so far no good. I also ordered the Ghoul and Mallory bundle from them. I'll probably see it in 2024. Oh boy. I think Mallory is very wait, did you get Mallory their Mallory or did you get SST's Mallory from Dark Regions? I'd assume it's Dark Regions Mallory. I think that's very soon. I think it's coming out very soon. I have an order from them, but it's not their book. Huh. Yeah. What do you think of Lyra's books? Rich came on the scene with Neil Gaiman, and I'm not a Neil Gaiman fan, but lucky for me because I would have got caught up in that. Those books look gorgeous. Yeah, those books look off the chain gorgeous. And I'm kind of glad I didn't get caught up. And I'm not interested in, I say this, but if Suntop did the picture of Dorian Gray, I'd want it, right? But I wouldn't explore a new publisher for that book. So I would be buying a Suntop book and happy that I'm reading an Oscar Wilde book. But I wouldn't seek it out. And I know it's a weird spot to be in, but my reasons for buying it would be mostly Suntop. Langan does the Merrimack Valley Book Festival in Haven Hill, Massachusetts. And next year, Josh Mellerman committed to attending. Yes. Should I go to that? Actually, I will order La Belle Fleur Savage by Caitlin Kiernan, but just the ebook. Oh, okay. And Mitch cleared it up. It is Dark Regions Press Mallory. It's going to be good. I got that's my Mallerman shelf right there. Lots of good stuff on that. And I got Dark Regions Press right there. It's right there, Bird Box. So I can't wait for that. Yeah, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. has also committed to attending. Maybe we got to go there next year. It's in the autumn. Is Christopher Golden going to try to get out Bloodstained Neverland? Because that's when they usually do those books. Kieran is great. I love The Drowning Girl and her myth stories. I should read Caitlin Kieran. I have a couple. I have Dear Sweet Filthy World by her, and I have a little book by her. And I've been meaning to read it. Dude, get a table. Jeff yourself table at the Jeff Word table, Jill. What do you mean we don't sell? We're gonna have merch. They just said he said I should get a table there. And I mean, yes, it's a book festival, but I don't know. We'll look into it, Hans. Wouldn't that be awesome? Have a merch table and we sit there, and then I do a Go Jeff Yourself live. That'd be fun. I take questions right from the people. There, I wouldn't have to look at a screen. Have people come up on stage. Why am I on a stage? Maybe I'm not on a stage. Maybe I'm in a hot air balloon. At a table. At a table at a hot air balloon? But we'd have merch. We'd have giveaways. Merrimack Book Festival. Okay. I think we're going to go. We're going to carpool. I like that idea, Hans. I'm going as well to Merrimack, and John Jans, Jeff Strand, Richard Chismar are promoting his latest effort, Chasing the Boogeyman. When is it? Is that going on soon? Jeff off shot glasses. Oh, you don't even know, Tyler. Shot glasses, ammunition, shrunken heads. We got to get Potato TT to do some merch. Oh, you don't even know. You should not read Drowning Girl unless you have read some Philip K. Dick. You need to be cool with the crazy. I'm cool with the crazy. Unboxings. Yes, I could do a live unboxing. Jeff Your Shelf and Books of Horror table. Yes, and you can find new subscribers, explore interviews, sell t-shirts, and shot glasses. Yes. Yes. Oh, are you going to have a Books of Horror table? He does the Books of Horror, very popular Facebook page, Hans. Because you just chose not to. That would be cool. Merrimack Valley is usually second or third week of October. Oh, okay. So it's not. So you're not going now. Speaking of your merch, you need to produce your own line of bookshelves, literally named Jeff Your Shelves. That'd be cool. That would be cool. And I wouldn't make them jackass sizes either. I'd make it so you could put oversized books on them. And I would make it where if you try to put a Funko Pop on there, it would automatically tilt up and knock it down. I know I have Funko Pops. I just like being cynical. What are things that I hate people do with shelves? What are some things that this. If you organize your books by color of the spine, if you get a Go Jeff Your Shelf, it'll automatically spawn silverfish. If you organize your books like this is my shelf of blue books, this is my shelf of red books, this is my if you do that and you like create these color things to the shelf, the Jeff Your Shelves will automatically spawn. It'll tell the eggs of these silverfish to grow and spawn, and they'll eat your books. I think that's a safer way of destroying your collection that you don't even care about. You just care about the color of the spines than like burning your books, because I don't want to burn books and that'll cause a fire and we'll get sued. But it'll spawn silverfish. You could also sell your very own Jeff Word buckets. Yes. See, I mean, okay, so we need also Rapture Brewing to be there, because if I'm selling buckets, I want Sugarfoot Stout or whatever you're into. You know, maybe a Peter Saison, which I'm saving my last Rapture Brewing for my Mallerman review of Ghoul in the Cape, which is a Peter seasonal Saison. A magic bucket of my very own. You have to supply the magic, but the bucket, the Magic Jeff bucket, we're working on it. I don't know why people put Christmas type lights on their bookshelves. I secretly wish they will short, spark, and burn up the shelf. Ooh. Let's get this all out. Rapture will be there. Just tell me when and where. Well, it's the Merrimack Book Festival. You got to get there in October. It's like on the east part of the country, further east than I've ever been. Is it Massachusetts, New Hampshire? I don't remember. Massachusetts. They should be on and off center. Big, tall shelves. Wee little paperback shelves. And a bar area. Jeez. Yes. And secret compartments. So, yeah, no, I like that. I'm about a keg, a new stout. FYI. Vanilla and coffee at 11%. Vanilla and coffee. He's about to keg a new stout. We need to send that man some credit card information.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to send him my credit card information, and he's going to have it on record. And I'm just going to say, yeah, no, like a tab. I'm going to say, hey, Mr. Stoutman, hit me up with that magic. And then he'll just send a new crate, and he'll charge the card. He'll do whatever he's got to do. Whatever he's got. You need a car to drive it here. I'll give you a car, Mitch. I need some of this. Yes, you do need some of this beer. Oh, my God. Thanks for breaking that news here, Mitch. That sounds like heaven. Vanilla and coffee and 11%. I wish you could have pushed it to 12, but you know what? It's fine. It's one louder. Yes. Oh, that'd be a great name. Mitch, we're naming your beer. I'm not naming your beer. No, I hate when people do that. But 11 is one louder than 10. I would drink a one louder stout. Yes, or go Jeff your stout. One louder. Oh, 11. I want to try some Sugarfoot and some Saison. So bad. What's I got to do? Oh, you got to connect with Mitch at Rapture Brewing. You got to get it. You got to get it. You got to get it. They're both delicious. I mean, the Caesar one was also good. Full disclosure, of the three, not my favorite. But that's just my taste. A lot of people dig it. Just, I'm a stout guy. It's a miracle he's got me to be so crazy for that seasonal Saison. I mean, that's the strength of Rapture. Playing for that team. Huh?
Is that the one that tasted like the
Fruity.
The German, where they have the half beer, half cinnamon?
No, that's the Speltz. That's what you liked it, the Caesar. Yeah. Why would a plant want to share space with books anyhow, other than to gloat that it's still living? Ah, yes. Oh, okay. I just like when people have plants on their shelves.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Always makes me think they're going to get their books wet. Plants are nice. Books are nice. But well, it's just stupid. You got to control the humidity. You don't want something wet. All that wet soil. Yeah, no, I mean, you do these things on a Jeff your shelf, you're going to spawn. It's going to spawn silverfish because I'm going to put silverfish eggs in all the wood. And you do the wrong thing, somehow they trigger and they eat all your books. Producer Jill gets me. Spinal Tap is one of my favorite movies ever. Yes. It's amazing. 11 ale. Mine goes to 11. A good friend of mine works for Stella Artois, which basically translates to free beer. I say it like, okay, Jeff Lebowski, the dude, or El Duderino, if you're not an old brevity thing, he says Artois. Artois. I know it's Stella Artois. I understand. I say Artois. I got a story. My neighbor ran over some Stella. I got an asshole neighbor. He's a real asshole. And I hope you see this, Monotone Joe. You are an asshole. His wife, a darling woman, sweet woman, salt of the earth woman, loves animals, loves nature. For some reason, loves that asshole Monotone Joe. But he's so stupid. They never get invited anywhere because Joe's an asshole. And he was leaving his car. They were packing the car up to go to some party. And he had a case of Stella. And he opened the trunk. So he put that down to open the trunk. He put something else in there. And then he closed the trunk. And then he got in the car. And I freaked out. I'm like, he forgot his beer. And it was even better because when he went to leave the parking spot, he backed over it. That was the light of my day. Stella down. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Is Mitch on Facebook? Yes, I'm Mitch Hall on Facebook. I'm in the Jeff Ward Facebook group. You'll be able to find me. You can. I also put a link to the Rapture Brewing in my description on every video. So go there. I'm drinking a Mad Elf from Trogs. It's a dark spiced Christmas ale brewed with chocolate and a variety of cherries. That can scare me, though. The cherry part scares me. Excuse me. All right, Tyler, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. And then a southern tier Christmas ale. I like their pumpkin imperial stout. That's pretty good. Take it easy. Keep your eye out for Thunderstorm Press's newsletter tomorrow. Yes, everybody. Thunderstorm Press is doing the Anya Allborn Palmetto book in hardcover fashion. Only 66 copies. It was in the Nightworms package. So it's the 23rd. It goes on sale. You got to get it. It's I read it. It's a great it's a short story. It's hard to say why it got stretched to a novel or a novella, but it's a good story. It's good Anya Allborn. Good stuff. Oh my God, Steven, what about Thunderstorm? Okay, I hope I answered that. We don't get their what? Distro in Oklahoma. Okay, but I've traded for their beer a bunch. Oh, okay. Nugget Nectar. Trogs. I like that. I like saying that. Huzzah! Mitch Hall. Huzzah, Palmetto. I've got a barley wine with maple syrup coming soon too. Mitch, you're like the Suntup of brewing, in my opinion. You're coming out with all the hits. Dang, I love a good barley wine. I'm going to open a heavy metal theme bar called the Spinal Tap House. That would be awesome. Can we do poetry nights there? I'll do an open mic poetry slam. Oh, I got poems. You don't even know. I'm not going to bed yet, producer Jill. She's kicking everybody out. Good night, Darren. Good night, Mitch. I said good night, Mitch. Darren, please see yourself out. Oh, she's eyeballing the drinks now. I've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. And I did say everything I wanted to say. Huh? I did. I overstayed my welcome. Yes. So what else? Mitch, I make my own limoncello. Would you like a jar? That is sweet. I love that. Whatever. Metal and beer, nothing better together. Metal, beer, and books. I can't make that sound. I will be there with all the kegs. Jedi Shredder, yes. If you open up the Spinal Tap House, I will go in as a business partner with you. We will have a Cigar Goel lounge, and we will have live bands, and it's just going to be your live band all the time on stage. And everything is Rapture Brewing. And if we go dry, it's because we just don't have kegs from Oklahoma, and everybody's got to wait. Good night. Happy Thanksgiving, all. Manos, did producer Jill kick you out too? I hope not. I hope not. I was saying tartar for now to Tyler. Oh, see? Oh. I will portion you out some from my next small bet. That's sweet. I love that. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, you will, Steven. We got to corner Jeff Strand and get him drunk. Oh, I can only imagine what that guy will. He seems like he's a little angry. There's something about Jeff Strand, and he seems like a funny guy, but he seems a little like there's a silver core of anger running through that guy. So, that's it for now. I got a bunch of unboxings. I got a huge book haul, 2 arcs, and a limited edition collection with Fracassi story. I'm going to share with you a whole series from Fantasia Press I just got. And other things. I'm going to do the Wolfen AE and other stuff coming up. And I'm still hoping to get to 1,500 subscribers so that I can give away the Dark Man. That would be nice. And then, of course, to get to somehow get to 10,000 subscribers so I can get my Butcher Boy lettered. Yeah, 10,000. Oh, when do you want that by? when you got time tomorrow, maybe we'll get 10,000. You know, all you need is another 9,900. You know, that's it. Just 9,850. No, did I get the math wrong? Yeah, I did. 8,000. Yes, 8,850 people. Just, you know, we're a sandwich board downtown Chicago. Good night, all. For Jeff Kahn, I feel like it's going to have a river of sugar footsteps. Oh, man, yes. Till next week. Jeff Strand and get it. Yes, we'll get Jeff Strand drunk. I'll see you next week. Hell yes. I don't know how to end things. What?
No. So Jason answered the question.
Oh, does Fantasia have an operating website again yet, or still Facebook only? I'd be interested, but don't use Facebook. Let me see, Jason. They have a website, and I've been to it, but mostly it's just email Alex Berman. I'll put that in my description tonight, so you can email him, and I'll see if I can get the website in there too, so you can get. So night, guys. Another great stream. Well, that's like your opinion, man. I appreciate it, though. I don't think much. It's just, yeah, he primarily uses email. I'm gonna I'm gonna put that in the description. So if you guys want Fantasia, and I'm also going to do an unboxing this week, and I'll put the information there. So if you miss it in the description under this video, just look for it in the description on that video. And it's got a lot of cool books. So anyway, that's it for tonight. It's fun hanging out with you guys. I'm recharged for another week. And I'll see you next Monday. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Give all the thanks you can and stay frosty.